Home reading session 4, language experience, and it's not true language experience in the way that we did it some years back. I call it reading we can make sense of. When we write in our own words, then they're the words we expect when we're reading. One of the issues we have in a lot of reading programs today is that they think that by introducing new words into text for the children, then you'll build their vocabulary. The children we're dealing with here by year 8 have probably anything up to 10,000 words in their vocabulary already. They didn't learn them by having them introduced in a classroom. They learnt them naturally and normally through using English as a way of communicating. That is the best way to learn words, and you yourself with your 50 to 80,000 words, you haven't needed a classroom or a dictionary to teach you them. You've learnt them by getting out there and living life. That is the way that we learn. That is the best way that we can encourage our children to learn as well. So, language experience. By downloading website information, we can then use our own knowledge of what we're trying to explain to change it so it's said in a way that we would say it, not necessarily the more formal way that has been written down. That will be way easier for your student to read and remember, but also tells them the same thing. For them, it gives them the opportunity to hand that information along and see other people engage with it. Because whenever we engage in any sort of activity, we do like to get feedback, especially positive feedback is the best. And if someone is looking at something and saying, look, that's really good, then it just encourages, gives that reward which humans like and respond to. So we go through different activities and we create our own ebook or our own article. Once we've actually completed that, it becomes part of our I Can Read box. We wrote it. We're always going to be able to read it because it's written in our words. When you finish, don't forget to do the wrap-up notes. It's the time when you sit down and reflect and think about how well your student has done in this activity, but also which part of it worked for them. Those are the areas that we want to be including later on. So it's really important that we get those notes down because otherwise they get lost in the detail of everything else.